Hello, hello. May God bless you and may prosper you this day. My name is Rick and I am the Cryptocurrency Watchman. Okay, sorry about not putting a video out yesterday, guys, but the market has just been horrific. There's been no real movement going on. And again, this morning, everything is dropping into the red. I mean, there's been hardly anything in the past couple weeks. I mean, we've seen some very, very small gains. Like I told you, we had to change up our game plan some, start looking for smaller, profits. Maybe looking at in the 3% range, somewhere in there, and be able to make a little money, but nothing, nothing major. Now, there's been a couple of coins that made some good jumps. XMR made a good jump. There was one or two others that did pretty good. But XMR is so overbought, it's getting ready to drop. But now, as we're looking, we can see that everything is dropping like a rock, here, but this is actually a good opportunity. This looks like it might be a problem, but no, this is actually a really, really good opportunity to buy in and start and catch them with the retrace. Catch it at the bottom, read your candles, look for your buy mark, and then jump in. I mean, as you can see, Digibyte right here is dropping like a rock. And we can see that with many of the coins that's going on. Let's just kind of roll down through here a little bit. Okay, you can see that Ripple's starting to drop. It's getting ready to go past the Bollinger Band right here. I don't know how far it's going to go. It might be about done, but let's look and see if we can find some better ones here. Okay, Bitcoin Cash has made a nice little drop here. If you can catch it at the bottom of the retrace, you can see that we always see some decent numbers out of Bitcoin Cash. So keep an eye on that one. You can see that Litecoin has made a huge drop this morning. So yeah, catch this one on the bottom because it's going to come back up. There's some good opportunities this morning when we see these drops. This may be your only opportunity for the next week or so. I mean, the way the market's going, we know that there's been a lot of talk. Not just with the Chinese, but now J.P. Morgan has come out and said that they can completely manipulate the coin market, and they're moving billions of dollars in and out of the market and doing everything and showing, basically controlling and making sure that nobody's making any money anywhere. Now we see some jumps here and there, and I think that's just maybe certain groups getting in to try and drive up some of these coins, but yeah, there's a lot of manipulation going on. If you can move enough money in and out of some of these coins, you can definitely, you can really manipulate the market. You can see the Sissy coin making a drop. All these coins are dropping all at the same time. This is 100% complete manipulation. So let's take opportunity of this, guys. You got to take opportunity when it comes, and this is definite opportunity. We've seen that. I wanted to show you something. Okay, in case you didn't know, J.P. Morgan's been talking a lot about Bitcoin and about the cryptocurrencies, and really been hammering Bitcoin, saying that it's a scam, that it's going to fall apart, that it's going to bubble. Now, I can't say that I disagree with what they're saying. I believe that Bitcoin is going to bubble out eventually and come crashing down, but there are going to be other coins there to pick up the slack. Coins like Litecoin being one of them. Litecoin is going to be, I believe, is going to be one of the, if not the biggest standard. But J.P. Morgan, along with, let's take a look here. Give me a second here. Stuck to it. Okay. J.P. Morgan, along with Wells Fargo, State Street, Swift, Cisco, London Stock Exchange, Mitsubishi, and USJ Financial are all getting together and trying to control the blockchain. They want to create a uniform standard for all blockchain applications. They want to regulate it, is what they want to do. They want to come in and they want to regulate it, and they basically want to control all information that's being passed on the blockchain. They want it to run through um, some kind of centralized system where they can keep an eye on it, where they can regulate it, where they want to control it. Just like the elites always do. All they want, they want control. When they see something that is moving tens of billions of dollars through it, sometimes more than that, um, they want control. They want control. They don't want you making any money, okay? They don't want you prospering. They want it all for themselves. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're saying they're wanting to put stocks, gold, silver, bonds, all on the blockchain because they want to regulate it. That's why they're going after the ICOs. Where they're saying that since it ICO, since you're calling it a currency, then it falls under a security for the SEC, which means that it must be regulated. It falls under the law of regulation. That's why you see many of these ICOs coming out. They're using the word token instead of coin, and for that very reason, because the government, and especially the big banks, want to come in and manipulate the whole thing. They want complete control. And I have not seen anything on it. Somebody was telling me that J.P. Morgan, apparently along with some of the others, actually moved something like $50 billion or something like that off of the blockchain to keep the coins down, just to prove a point as to how they can control and manipulate the coins, how they can control and manipulate the blockchain. Now, this is going to change eventually. Okay, we cannot let this come in. They actually have something called the Uniform Law Commission that is coming out with some kind of bill that is called the Uniform Regulation of Virtual Currencies Business Act. Okay, they don't want you to be able to protect your wealth. They don't want you to be able to prosper. They don't want you to be able to control your own destiny. They want to manipulate. They want to control. They want to be top dog. They want to be the top 1%, the top 0.5% of 1%. And they don't want you having anything, okay? That's the way they are. Demonic and evil to the core. So we got to stand up to this, guys, okay? We got to vote these self-righteous idiot politicians that have been entrenched in office for so long and that do not work for us, even though that's exactly what they're supposed to be doing. They look out for themselves. They look out for the big banks. They look out for big government, and if it doesn't benefit them, they don't want any part of it. They want control. They want power. That's what they want. And they want your wealth, and they don't want you to have any of it. So we got to fight this thing, guys, because there can come a point where the people on the blockchain far outweigh these big banks and these greedy, money-hungry, demonic, okay, people. We can outweigh them, okay? We can outweigh them in the wealth. And we can vote out those that they have their strings on, that are under their thumb, and get them removed from office, so that we can take back our own destiny, our own wealth, so that we have a place where we can put our wealth, and that's safeguarded, where we have a place where we can build businesses on a blockchain that is not regulated through the nose, so that the government can pretty much come in and shut you off whenever they're ready to, because you're under their rules, their regulations, where they can squeeze you to death with taxes and fees and regulations and everything else when they're ready, and just jerk the rug right out from under you. They don't like losing control. They don't like losing power. But that's getting ready to change. That's getting ready to change. Guys, we got to come together. We got to band together. We've got to make sure that this does not happen. Now, we know that many of the elites have bought into Ethereum. Okay? And we also know that many of the elites control the programming company that controls the blockchain for Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. Just look it up. Okay, the man who owns the company that programs the blockchain, watches over the blockchain for Bitcoin, for Bitcoin Cash, and of course anything that is forked off of Bitcoin, which we got to be very careful with that. The gentleman is part of the Bilderberg group. He's an elite, and they can manipulate these things. Ethereum, we know, has already been hacked for billions of dollars. Okay, I mean, it's right there in front of you. It's right there in front of you. And the elites, and here again, we see J.P. Morgan and all these other institutions coming together with wealth and power, trying to take from you what is rightfully yours. Be strong, guys. Be strong. We've got to come together. We've got to come together. Start, letting people know. Let your friends know. Let your family know. Let everybody you know about the blockchain, about the currencies. Get them into the currencies. Get them into investing into some of these currencies, because if we have enough people in there to stand up and say, you know what, this is our direction and you will not take from us what is ours, then they're going to start bending a knee to the will of the people, because they'll be the ones in fear, not us. So I just want to encourage you guys, because a change is coming. There's a shift. There's a shift going on. And the shift of power from the big banks, from big government, from those with the wealth, from those that sit especially in the shadows and want to manipulate everything, the Soroses, the George Soroses of the world. There's so many just evil, demonic people that sit in their high places, and they plot and they think and they plan any possible way they can to take from you and give to themselves. That's what it's about. But the blockchain, the whole concept of the blockchain is freedom. And we've got to protect that freedom. We have to protect that freedom. So stand up, unite, get everybody you can into it, okay? Don't, quit being concerned about your own greed, and try and get as many people as you can onto the blockchain, because if the blockchain goes away, you can forget about the rest of it. If they start regulating the blockchain, okay, then these things that we built, the companies, all the advertising, all these things that we see all over Facebook and everything else, you can kiss it goodbye, because it's going to wind up being the same manipulated garbage that we see with a lot of these fiat currencies and with big government and with these big banks. If that's what you want, then by all means, continue down the path that you're going and ignore what they're doing. But for me, I want freedom. If you want to stand with me, then stand with me. Send me an email, okay? Send me a response. Let me know that you stand with me. And let everybody you know, tell them, get into the currencies, get on the blockchain. Be smart about it. Get away from the big banks. That's enough of my ranting and raving for today. All right, guys, I love you, and I'm saying this because I care about all of us. I love you all, okay? I don't care, I don't care who you are, what your background is, what your faith is. I don't care. I love you all and I care about all of you. So, please guys respond. Let me know what you think and let's unite and come together, okay? And let's stand up to what's being done. Let's stand up to the manipulation. All right, thank you guys. Be blessed.